What's up, guys? No! Today I'm cutting it because 2025. Yeah! I've always been an overthinker. In 2025, I feel like I overthought, and in 2026, I'm hoping I'm overthinking. That was pretty good. I'm filming this video standing up instead of sitting down and with my hair a mess, with my camera pointed in a direction where there is no aesthetically pleasing background, because in 2025 I developed some sort of disorder or dysfunction where I can't do anything. I did a whole lot of thinking about doing things and then doing nothing instead. And I had a whole plan for this video where I was gonna film it a week ago, and every day I wake up I'm like, I gotta film that video, and then I don't film that video. And I think the last video I posted was probably like 15 to 20 days ago, and before that it took me 40 days from the last video to post that video. So I keep on like filming videos and then saying I'm gonna keep posting videos, and then I don't film the next video because I get discouraged or because I overthink the next video that I'm gonna film. And this was supposed to be a video about how 2025 sucked, and there was gonna be this silver lining where I'm talking about how 2025 didn't actually suck. I actually did a lot of things that I needed to do. But I have to be honest with myself and say I actually didn't do a lot of things that I should have done. My heart is like jittering, like I have anxiety in front of a camera, which is ridiculous because I've been in front of a camera like almost every single day of my life for the last like 15 years. What the fuck? I get these like nervous gags whenever I'm kind of anxious. Like I'll start to kind of like in my throat for some reason. In interviews that I've done in the past and stuff, I've talked about how the camera was something that helped me break out of my shyness and like helped me to do more things, because the camera is something that's so easy to talk to. You can edit the footage afterwards, and recently it has felt so much more daunting to like turn on the camera and film something because I'm afraid of the outcome, or I'm afraid of what people are gonna think of the video that I'm filming. I'm afraid of a couple people saying, you fell off. You know, out of 100 comments, there could be like 1 or 2 comments where someone's like, oh, you're a loser now. And I'm like worried ahead of time. I'm instead of like focusing on the excitement of the result, I'm focusing on how, you know, I could disappoint myself or I could be unhappy with the result. And so I stop doing anything because I'm like, oh, what if I fail? And it's really shitty because I wake up every day anxious about getting something done, and then I don't go to sleep at night because I haven't gotten anything done. I've stayed up till 4 a.m., 5 a.m., 6 a.m. Like, okay, I have to do some shit tomorrow, but I failed to get it done today, so what's gonna change tomorrow that's gonna make me get this thing done, right? And every once in a while I get past that fear and I get something done, and then I feel disappointment with myself about what I accomplished, you know? And it's a really sad way to live, to think that way. Like, as I'm filming this, I'm like, hot garbage, this is hot garbage. But wait, you're really good at editing things together, so if this comes out like really shitty, like before you edit it, don't worry, because you can just chop things up and it's gonna be fucking awesome. And then I'm like, no, it's not. I've been trying to figure out the best place to film this video since before I even thought about filming this video specifically. And it's just an excuse for me to not film a video, I think. I'm like, where can I film? Or I'm like, oh, Jack's in the house, I don't want her to like hear me filming. I used to film with 10 people in the house, you know? Like, what happened? This is my office. It's got a whole bunch of anime shit in it. Hey, come here, come here. Hey. You ever think about this? Maybe there's too much anime stuff in this room. There's people that are gonna make fun of you for that. And I've been like, all right, this is where I stream every night, but it's not good enough for a YouTube video. But like, why am I saying it's not good enough for one thing, but it's good enough for another? I don't know. Anyway, this video is probably more for me than it is for anybody else, but if you find anything I say to myself useful to you, then go ahead and use it. Here's what I have to say to myself: stop thinking so much. Stop thinking so much and actually do something, or you're gonna go crazy. You're gonna go absolutely crazy if you keep on thinking about what you can do and not doing anything. Because I feel crazy. I feel like a fucking idiot filming this. And I can already see comments. Like, I think as I'm filming, I'm thinking about what people could comment to the things that I'm saying. Like, oh, maybe you need to think a little bit more because this is not it, king, or fucking loser. I don't know. But every time before I do something, I'm thinking about what possible negative outcomes could come from what I do. Everything that I do, I'm like, what? How will people react to this thing that I say, or this thing that I do, or whatever? And wow, it's kind of therapeutic to kind of like say that out loud. I think it's good. This is good. I'm therapizing myself, theraputizing. I'm theraputizing myself. This video was supposed to be titled 2025 Sucked, but I needed it. And maybe it still will be, I don't know. But I had like scripted it out on a piece of paper. It feels really funny to me that I have a script. Here's what I had. I'm like, okay, fun intro. It was gonna be like, 2025 sucked. 2026 is gonna be awesome. What a typical thing for people to say at the beginning of the year. I was like, if I just write it out, that's better than just doing it. But in actuality, it would be much better if I just like started filming and I came up with an intro on the spot instead of scripting out that garbage. The whole idea was that I would talk about the things that I did accomplish even though they weren't filmed and I wasn't validated by likes and views and stuff like that. And now the idea is a little bit different. It's me talking about this executive dysfunction, the idea of like thinking about doing things and not ending up doing them. I didn't make a bunch of money, propose, get married, have a kid, buy property, but I did compare myself to other people who did all these things. True. Hard to feel proud of the year when it ultimately feels like nothing paid off. Wow, what did I actually do? Nothing! Haha, just kidding. I did a couple things. I moved out of Los Angeles. I quit drinking every single night, this is actually a big one for me, and I am proud of this one. Quit drinking, started streaming. I built and launched my own app. I also figured out some problems I was having with my taxes. And then my knee. I finally went in for a third opinion. I got my knee re-x-rayed, re-MRI, so my legs like bow outwards. What they want to do is they cut into the knee, they shift it over because they're bowed, and that way this knee is going to be straight. The one with no cartilage is going to be straight, and then it's not going to be gay anymore. I'm nervous about the surgery. Another reason, another excuse that I've had for not doing things this year is, you know, for the past couple months that I've had this surgery scheduled, I've been like, I'm in limbo. I'm in this period of time where like, I know I'm gonna get a surgery in a few months and then I'm not gonna be able to walk for a few months. So if I start doing things now and then I get surgery, then I'm gonna be out. I'm not gonna be able to post and do things. So why do anything now if I can't do it later? It's like this feeling of having a meeting at 1 p.m., right? And you wake up at 8, 9, 10, whatever time you wake up, and you're like, well, what can I do in the few hours I have before the meeting? Nothing really. I guess I'll just sit around until the meeting. That's what's happening to me with this surgery, I feel like, in a grander scale. The conclusion of the video, essentially in the beginning, was going to be that the silver lining is maybe 2025 didn't suck. Maybe I was just getting things done that I had to get done, but they weren't shared experiences with the internet. They weren't high octane video moments. They were little wins that I had to do myself. But I really honestly think that, you know, after I started this video and had my little moment of panic and couldn't sit down to film, I think that that message is wrong. I think I did a whole lot of coming up with excuses for myself to not do things instead of doing things. I don't want to come on here and say, fuck yeah, I got a shit ton done, and like I shouldn't be mad at myself for what I got done. When it came to redoing the taxes, someone else was redoing the taxes. It wasn't me sitting there, you know, for 3 months like working on my taxes. I could have been doing things while they were being done. It took me 10 minutes to get an MRI, and it took me 3 doctor's appointments to schedule a surgery. So out of the 365 days in 2025, did that really take up that much of my time to where I couldn't do other things? No. Building the app was something, but I prototyped it myself and then I passed off the work to someone else. So like, did it really take up that much of my time to write him notes and ask him for changes and things in the app? Not really. And then moving. Let's just say it took a whole month to settle into the new house, because I guess it did. But how much more time in the year, how much more time in every day did I have to do things that I didn't? I just decided I can't do anything more today. And this is not to impose an unhealthy mindset of like, you have to be doing something all the time to feel good. No, you have to find contentment in other things. But there's still this like level of concern for me where I'm like, why am I making up excuses to not do things constantly? I'm constantly making up excuses to be lazy. That is my goal for 2026, is to stop making excuses for myself, to be lazy, to not do things, to sit on my phone in the morning for an extra 30 minutes scrolling instead of just getting up, going to work out. I used to work out at 10 in the morning. Now I'm working out at 6 p.m. and I'm getting on stream at 9 p.m. instead of getting on stream at a time when people are still fucking awake. Anyways, you know, letter to myself, you know, hopefully my 2026 video recap is like, oh shit, I did a whole bunch of stuff and I'm super proud of myself this year. But 2025, not proud of myself, didn't do a lot. And here's to bigger, better things. I keep looking at my little notepad like I'm gonna find some answers about what to say. I'm not, I gotta look within, find my answers. And good luck to all of you in 2026. I hope you have a lovely year, and don't let your brain stop you from doing things that you want to do. That's my message to me and to you, to me and to you. Snap out of it. Do the stuff you want to do. Otherwise, you're going to wake up one morning and you're going to die with nothing done. All right. Goodbye, everybody.